Hallo Leute und herzlich willkommen zurück zu Sakura Beach. Ich bin Devrim 4K und das ist jetzt der zweite Tag mit den Mädels am Strand. Jetzt wollen wir mal sehen, wie die ganze Story sich so entfalten tut. The first day I met them was an interesting one. Also wir denken jetzt ein bisschen in die Vergangenheit zurück, wie wir die zwei Mädels getroffen haben. I was just moving in with my grandfather on that day. I didn't talk much then, I just kept to myself. I had a lot of issues then. I didn't know how to cope with them either. Ayumi and Momoko seemed to ignore that though. Even though I was largely unresponsive, they still dragged me along to play in the forest. They wouldn't give up on me until I started talking to them. It was after my grandfather started showing me astronomy that I began to come out of my shell. Was für eine komische Begründung irgendwie. There was just something amazingly enlightening to a 6-year-old that there is something infinite out there. Macht ich das nicht noch eher zu einem noch sozial unpassenderen Nerd irgendwie? Naja. Momoko, stop putting on so much sand. Hey, you are the one doing that. Both of them are arguing over a sandcastle of all things. I enjoy relaxing on the beach. It gives me plenty of time to think. Well, to think and daydream. With these two around, I haven't had much time to myself. Momoko has done her best to try and stop me from daydreaming too. I think both of them are trying their best to get my attention here. Why they would be doing that is beyond my comprehension. They've never acted like this in the past. Or if they have, I haven't noticed it. So the question here is if they're acting abnormally or there's just been so much that I haven't been noticing. I'll think about it later though. For now, I think it's time for a lunar voyage. I picture myself walking across the surface of the moon, its white stone illuminated by the sun. Earth in all of its green and blue splendor sits in the sky, looking down on me like a clouded eye. As much as I daydream about space, I often forget about the beauty of the planet I'm living on. Thousands of species, billions of people, countless of stories, countless of mysteries. I would like to be able to actually look on Earth like this one day. From some faraway planet or moon, just reflecting on the world, blah blah blah. Perhaps I should become an astronaut. Given how much I love space, it would make perfect sense, wouldn't it? Stell dir erstmal nicht so einfach vor. Just imagine one day space travel could be real. Seiji, come on! I open my eyes to see Momoko standing over me. You're not going to have any fun there. Im Weltraum, in meinem Kopf? Ich denke schon. Also das macht er ja sonst auch immer. Come into the ocean. It looks like I don't have a choice. She's already seized me by the arm and is dragging me to the water. In fact, she's gripping my arm enough to make it feel like it's going to snap. Alter, warum sind diese Mädels so ultra stark? Mich würde auch mal interessieren, mit welcher Kraft man eigentlich ein Kissen werfen muss, damit man jemanden damit ausnocken kann. Ich meine, Game Theory, ne? Los, get on there, bro. Now then, is there something I'm forgetting about? Where's Ayumi? Ayumi was here a minute ago. Oh, there she is. I'll be back in a minute, Seiji. Momoko dives after a black shape in the water. After a few moments she emerges again, pulling out a dazed-looking Ayumi. Are you having fun, Ayumi? Don't you just love the beach? I know I do. Sie ist gerade fast gestorben und so, magst du auch den Strand? Mann, also wirklich gar nichts kann ihre Laune verderben. Das ist ein bisschen kaputt im Kopf auch. Ayumi seems to wake up a little bit then. I thought I was done for. Ja, sie versteht, was los ist. Oh well, it can't be helped. Was? Was? Ich meine, sie kratzt gerade fast, aber nur so, ja, passiert halt, ne? Shit happens, dies, das. Alter. I guess we will need to do those lessons sooner rather than later. Sounds fine to me. She manages to say that before fainting again. We probably should get her somewhere where she can rest. I'm going to head back now. Aww, but I want to stay at the beach for a bit longer. I guess she could rest on the beach. You go and have fun, Momoko. I'll keep an eye on her. Thank you, Seiji. You're always so selfless. I'll be back before you know it. As I drag Ayumi out of the sea, Momoko continues to merrily dive through the waves. The two are akin to the sun and the moon. I've really got to stop making comparisons to space, now that I think about it. It's going to become a bad habit if I'm not careful. Ayumi didn't really feel like doing much else today. She decided to head back to the hotel. I think it's just as well. She has a really rough time in the surf. She made me swear that I would give her swimming lessons when I got back though. She really was determined today, wasn't she? To think she kept going out there despite not being able to swim at all. Anyway, Seiji, we should get back here, get her something to eat on the way home. After all, swimming is a lot of exercise. I can already feel my stomach growling at me. Same here. She quickly gets through her meal before I can even get started. As I eat, I can't help but notice a strange look on Momoko's face. She wanders off from the table. I find Momoko standing by herself on the other side of the shack. Momoko? What are you doing back here? Oh, Seiji, I just wanted to have a moment to myself. Just thinking about something, that's all. About what? Just things, I guess. She looks towards the ocean with a glint in her eyes. You haven't spent any time with us lately. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I'm trying my best to get my grades up now. Right. Ugh, da hab ich was übersprungen. Yeah, I want to become an astrophysicist. I figured that it would be fun to work out how the universe works. I'm so happy that you are ambitious. Her smile fades away slowly though. But I must admit, it feels like you have been avoiding me lately. Really? Sorry, I've been a bit of a hermit lately. I'll forgive you, silly. Now, what I think about it. It hasn't been just us three for a long time. Not since middle school when we went on that school trip. Ja, was machen die denn sonst immer, wenn die sich treffen? Sind die ach, ist komisch. I don't know how to put it, but it's felt like you've been out of reach. You're always somewhere else. You always have been. She's not wrong. I'm the eternal daydreamer. My body is here, but my mind is somewhere else. Always. But just remember to just visit your friends every now and then, Seiji. I worry about you a lot, so it would be nice to get some reassurance now and then. Don't worry, don't worry. We will always stay in touch, won't we? I promise that after exams are over, we will spend plenty of time together. That was the point of this trip, wasn't it? Yeah, you're right. You took time out so you could come here with Ayumi and I. And I'm really glad that you did. But please promise me that you aren't going to disappear on us. With that said, let's have the most fun we can while we are here. She's starting to cheer up now. On another note. What flavor ice cream is best? Oh, mint, definitely mint flavor. I think vanilla is the best flavor. Open your mind to new ideas, Seiji. Here, we are going to get you a coffee ice cream. But I don't really like... What did I just say about trying new things, Seiji? Fine, fine. We will get that coffee ice cream. But I want you and Ayumi to try something with me in return. You've got a deal, Seiji. We will do anything. She leans in uncomfortably forward, sticking her chest out while she does it. Anything. Like what? Use your imagination. Now then, there's no escaping destiny, Seiji. Das klingt gruselig. Als ob ich gar keine Wahl hätte. Es wird einfach passieren. Okay. After the shack, we went up, heading back to the hotel's pool. Ayumi comes down from the room. She looks apprehensive about getting back into the water. So, Ayumi, are you ready for a swimming lesson? I'm tired at the moment, but I suppose I could spend some more time with you. With me? What are you talking about? It should be a privilege for you to teach me. Don't think I'm doing this because I want to spend time with you or anything. Of course, of course. But you have to get in if you want to learn. She takes awkward steps into the water. It's not nearly as rough as the beach with its waves and people, but I imagine she isn't very fond of water. Especially after today, she's nearly been taken out by several different waves. Okay, so we are going to work on paddling first. I take her by the hands and guide her to a deeper part of the pool. Do you have to hold my hands? Why? What's wrong with it? Oh, nothing. Nothing's wrong. Nothing at all. She says that, yet she's becoming bright red. I don't even understand why people blush like that in a non-embarrassing situation. It's just another one of those things which I'll never understand about Ayumi. Oder über Frauen. Oder über das Leben. Oder über sonst irgendwas. Warum sind die Hauptcharaktere dieses Spiels immer so super dämlich? Naja. Jetzt wo ich darüber nachdenke, bin ich auch nicht besser. Egal. Maybe she has some strange condition where she blushes in situations which don't call for it. I hold her hands tight as she paddles her feet across the water surface. Her technique is awkward and sloppy, but I think she's getting the idea now. She hasn't stopped blushing since I took her hands though. I've never held hands with you like this before. It's nice. Didn't we used to hold hands when we went adventuring through the forest together? You, me and Momoko? This isn't quite the same as that. Diese glasigen Augen dazu. Your hands, they are soft. They are the hands of someone gentle. You've always turned the other cheek whenever I've called you an idiot. I'm so mean to you, yet you are so nice. Ja, das wird bei mir nicht passieren, ey. Why are you so nice to me, Seiji? Is there a reason why I shouldn't be? She's practically stopped paddling at this point. Has she forgotten why we are even here in the first place? I'm going to go back to the hotel room. She's so furiously blushing now that I'm worried she's going to faint. Thanks for a lesson, Seiji. I'd like more lessons while we are here. That's no problem, Ayumi. Just ask me anytime you want and we'll practice down here. It's easier when you aren't being hit by waves, isn't it? Yes it is. She suddenly looks really, really happy. Und wie ein Eichhörnchen. Happier than I think I've ever seen her before. It's not being able to swim together... Was not being able to swim bothering her that much? Is that why she's so happy? I don't really understand why she started talking about holding my hands though. Irgendwann wirst du es verstehen. I come back into the hotel room after a while. Ayumi and Momoko were nowhere to be seen. I'm guessing that they are hiding out in their room again. It's obvious that they are also hoarding all of the snacks I bought in that room. I guess that is part of their evil tactics. They probably stay in their lingerie the entire time they're in there, just so I can't get my snacks back. So was Unfaires, ey. I'm not planning to enter. Und an der Stelle beende ich dieses Let's Play mal für heute. Und wir sehen uns in der nächsten Folge. Ich bin Devrim4K. Abonnieren, Daumen hoch geben, ne? Es mit Leuten teilen, alles, ne? Der ganze Scheiß, oder? Wir sehen uns in der nächsten Episode. Bis dann, ciao!